good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few in this play. Set to go from Detroit as Matt Prater approaches and booms it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Blount. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run on first down. Blount. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll begin here with Blount. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
And that's caught at the 25, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Prater for the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey, Ripley.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good. Yeah,
Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Kansas City.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Hey, 43, 15.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Blunt has it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They go play fake. Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Mike Daniels. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Lions will take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
21. 11.
From the 24, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Not too many teams that use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive brewing right here.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, 280. What we got? What we got? What we got? Middle, middle, middle. Hey, Zoo, go here.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is caught at the 7. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Check 3, 21. Hey, high 7. 1050, 1050. Topper, topper.
Throwing is Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Prater, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On second down now, it's McCoy. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, go here!
To the air again, Stafford. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
they may have to change things offensively.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying it.
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
80 weapons. Check. Go.
They go to Johnson again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On second down, Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Lions on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Fresno. Zero. Smooth.
Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.